But I'm delighted to say we're opening the conference by hearing from the Cabinet Secretary in the Welsh Government, who holds the responsibility for culture and the arts, Ken Skates AM. How did I do that? As the Cabinet Secretary for Economy and Infrastructure, Ken has a huge portfolio and challenging responsibilities. Just think, for starters, of steel in Port Talbot, the M4, and the future of the Circuit of Wales. When some people saw that Ken was continuing in his role at culture as part of his massive brief when the Cabinet was appointed, they doubted we'd get his attention. I can honestly say that I never agreed with that view. I saw it as a huge positive for us, because Ken has been on a journey with all of you here working in the arts, and when he was Deputy Minister, he built a strong working relationship with my predecessor, Di Smith, and with Nick Capaldi. He completely gets and supports the importance of a vibrant, innovative, and independently minded arts sector. He has a visible and often expressed passion for a creatively active society in Wales. And he sees the huge impact of culture and potential for even greater benefits in social regeneration, education, health, and tourism. He trusts and he challenges artists, arts specialists, and the Arts Council of Wales to deliver on this exciting agenda. After several years of declining income from Welsh Government, the government in which Ken now serves, supported actively by Plaid Cymru, has delivered a welcome uplift to the funding of the Arts Council and other key cultural bodies in the recent budget announcement. And I'm sure Ken will want to tell us about other possible funding routes in the programme for government. Felly mae'n bles y gennyf gyflwyno Ysgrifennydd y Cabinet dros yr Economi a Seilwaith. It's a pleasure to introduce and welcome the Cabinet Secretary for Education, for Economy and Infrastructure, and anything else he wants to do, Ken Skates AM.
Thank you so much. Bore da pawb. It's absolutely fantastic to be with you today. I don't mind having my title mixed up at all. Recently I was introduced to His Royal Highness Prince Charles, not so much as the Deputy Minister for Culture, Sport and Tourism, but as the Deputy Minister for Culture, Sport and Terrorism. No, I am absolutely thrilled to be with you and delighted, utterly delighted to have retained the arts within my portfolio. Culture is at the core of my portfolio. It gives my portfolio heart and soul. And for me, this isn't just a professional undertaking, it's a personal undertaking. When I spoke at the conference 2 years ago, and my goodness, how time flies, I talked about the importance of the arts personally to me in terms of the health benefits that it brings. And I hope today I'll be able to shine some light on how 2 years ago I talked about the need to place a greater emphasis of the arts within the health sector, how we're actually going to take that forward now within the programme for government. It's also fair to say that culture is integral to everything that Welsh Government does. It has to be under our obligations within the Wellbeing of Future Generations Act. And I think now more than ever, we need to challenge what I feel to be an environment of anger, disunity, disrespect, and negativity with the positivity and inclusiveness that the arts can bring. So it's good to be returning to your conference today. It's a chance for me to set out the government's agenda for the arts, but it's also an opportunity for me to be able to pay tribute to the outstanding work of the sector and the Arts Council for Wales, even in these incredibly challenging times. I'd like to begin by congratulating the new chair, Phil George, who I know will approach the role with the same vigour and commitment as his predecessor, Di Smith. Already it's clear that Phil will provide strong and confident leadership, and I can say I gained huge pleasure in signing his appointment letter earlier this year. I think, Phil, your introduction just now demonstrates why you are the right person at the right time to champion and to lead the arts in Wales. We are in the midst of a new contest of values in society, and those values that are captured by the arts of inclusivity, of intelligence, of insightfulness, of positivity, they must prevail. So the arts will have a critical role in uniting a society that at the moment feels, again to me, too divided. In spite of one of the most sustained periods of economic austerity, I do feel optimistic about the arts. That's because in the last couple of years, I've attended some extraordinary events, amazing exhibitions and performances, and I've seen firsthand the profound impact of your work right across Wales. From award-winning performances that I've attended from the Sherman and Pontio to the jaw-dropping City of the Unexpected and the awe-inspiring refurbishment of the Glenvivian Gallery, it has been a year in which I, and I know many, many others, have enjoyed the very best of Welsh arts activity. Of course, the big events sit alongside the excellent, often less publicised work of community arts organisations and venues like Head for Arts, Valley and Vale, organisations like Jukebox Collective, Oh My Days and Gallery, to name just a few, and other programmes that take the arts to people like Night Out and Film in Avon, show why the arts and culture are more relevant to people than ever before. Now, I know that you are all deeply concerned about the pressures on investment, notably from falling local authority budgets and the decline in lottery funding. I share those concerns, but I can say clearly that as a government, we believe in the arts, especially in these difficult times. I see the arts as more important than ever before. The EU referendum and, more recently, elections, not just here but abroad, show how divided society is and how a large proportion of the population feel disconnected from what I personally define as the progressive mainstream. We must help people to feel more connected and enfranchised, as Phil said. Persuading someone to take part in creative activity is one of the most effective ways to make them feel that they have a real stake in society. But if we're serious about this, we need more than fine words. Government has to put its money where its mouth is. It must choose to back the arts. And that's what we're doing, with an increase of £1 million for the Arts Council budget for next year. I know this increase isn't going to solve every challenge, but it's an important signal of our intent. We're also maintaining the £2 million a year commitment from the education budget to creative learning through the arts, and we're looking to grow the amount of support the arts receives from other portfolios, including health, by rolling out new and innovative programs designed to make Wales more united and connected and healthier and more active. I'm aware of the complex financial environment within which the Arts Council operates and the significant gap created by the unexpected £2 million reduction in annual lottery funding. So I appreciate that the overall investment picture is still very challenging. Therefore, the Arts Council will continue to have to make difficult choices in terms of what it can support. It isn't for government to tell Arts Council Wales how to allocate its funds, but as it pursues its mission to support excellence and to reach communities and people who don't currently enjoy ready access to the arts, we will support the Arts Council's determination to make those choices. And finally, before I turn to some of my plans for the next few years, can I praise the Arts Council for its work in reducing its own running costs. It's been doing this for over 5 years and is in the midst of a further reorganisation to lower costs still further. In this age of do as I say, not as I do, it's impressive to see how the Arts Council Wales will only ask its clients to bear the same level of stringency that it is willing to accept itself. Now I'm going to turn to opportunities, new opportunities for the arts. Despite all the gloomy news, and it's fair to say we've had our fair share of it recently, we cannot forget the good news. There are new opportunities emerging which the arts sector can exploit. Many derive from our ambitious new programme Taking Wales Forward, but others flow from wider developments in public life. And I'll describe these opportunities as I see them under 5 headings. Firstly, there are opportunities to secure new income and new investment. As a government, we'll be creating a new challenge fund for sports and arts to help grassroots community organisations and those looking to fuse creativity with digital exploitation. We will also, in the new year, be creating a new National Endowment Fund for Music. There are also opportunities to grow commercial income and income from other sources, such as trusts and foundations, and I will pursue this with vigour alongside yourselves and the Arts Council for Wales. Secondly, there is great scope for the arts to become an even more important part of programmes to tackle poverty, just as Catherine identified in the film. Our Fusion programme has created new opportunities for people to take part in cultural activities, and low-cost interventions have achieved impressive results. After a very successful first year, I've decided to expand the number of pioneer areas, and with your help, we can grow this programme still further. As I said, it's essential that what we do is relevant on a constant basis to people's lives, and Fusion is helping to make this so. As well as Fusion, I'll be encouraging the organisations we support to provide more opportunities for young people from disadvantaged backgrounds. This will include an extension of our programme of open access to cultural opportunities for the young. Thirdly, exciting opportunities are emerging for the arts to contribute to the regeneration of the Cardiff Capital and Swansea Bay city regions, and to be part of the North Wales Growth Deal and the Mersey-Dee Alliance area of economic activity. This will require close partnership working with local authorities and others. It will also need the arts and culture sector to present ideas and proposals in a compelling and coordinated way, and I will help in any way you feel I can add weight. Fourthly, there is a growing recognition of the important role the arts can play in changing our healthcare system. From the current focus on ill health to well-being, prevention, and good health. One sign of this is the new cross-party group in the Assembly on Arts and Health. There is already much going on, for example, arts therapists, cultural programmes in hospitals, and targeted programmes in the community, such as the WCVA's Wales Wellbeing Bond. But under Taking Wales Forward, we'll be accelerating this work. We'll be extending the Wellbeing Bond, expanding social prescriptions, and developing a broader culture and health strategy. And I urge you all to get involved. And fifthly, there are opportunities for the arts sector to contribute to increasing Wales's appeal as a visitor destination. More and more people are coming to Wales or visiting other parts of Wales to experience our arts and culture. We have the newly recognised phenomenon of the culture tourist. And I'd like you to help us exploit this and to build it further. Together, our success in doing so will depend on giving visitors better information on what we have and when it's on. We need to be smarter at using digital platforms to promote easier access to information and at branding our offer more clearly. We also need to invest in new cultural tourism products. One of the initiatives we'll be pursuing is the proposed A55 Culture Corridor. And we need to encourage you and the wider culture and heritage sector to collaborate more to maximise the gains. There has been a very significant increase in the draft budget for Visit Wales's expenditure during the Year of Legends in 2017 and the Year of the Sea in 2018. I firmly believe one of the reasons that the Year of Adventure in 2016 has been such a great success is because of the contribution that the arts sector has made. It's been quite incredible during this calendar year how events and activities have promoted Wales globally, but also helped more people in more communities become participants, active participants in arts and cultural activities. From Literature Wales's Invent Your Event activities, the City of the Unexpected, and the soon-to-be Theatre Clwyd Let'scape programme. They've all shown how tourism investment in the arts can deliver huge benefits. In 2017 and 2018, I would be delighted to receive your creative ideas on how we can support you to support the tourism sector in the Year of Legends and Year of the Sea. I'll outline where I'd like us to get to now. I do think if we work together to exploit the opportunities that I've outlined, it will go a long way towards meeting my ambitions for the arts. And these ambitions are that we should continue to have a vibrant, innovative arts scene, that as a nation, we encourage and support everybody to be creatively active, and that the arts are accessible and affordable to everyone, wherever they live and whatever their background. And that despite Brexit, we continue to be an outward-facing nation, where artists and arts organisations can collaborate, influence, challenge, and draw ideas from counterparts overseas. If you are to take full advantage of the opportunities, I do believe it will also require you as a sector to give more emphasis to certain issues and to make further changes to the way that we work. I fully understand that this won't be easy, but given the climate that we're in, there's a real importance to improve the sector's capacity and skills in business, marketing, and fundraising. ACW is tackling this, but there is a way to go. Similar with digital, some of you are doing great work. For example, organisations like Bombastic, Arts Alive, G39, and Oriel Wrexham are pursuing projects through the Digital Innovation Fund. But we can do more if we are to be alert to the speed with which digital is changing and the way people are hearing and consuming culture. Government must play its part. We need to maintain a stable base of public investment and keep advocating for the arts. And I almost certainly urge local authorities to maintain or improve the vital investment and support they provide. Duties under the Wellbeing of Future Generations Act provides a basis for this. We need to encourage every authority to develop a local strategy for the arts and culture. This can be a framework for cooperation in which individuals, organisations, and institutions can achieve more together. I think we do have a vibrant, incredibly high-quality arts scene with high levels of active participation. The Welsh public deserves this to continue. So this is not the time to play safe or to retreat. If you're to continue to attract and engage audiences, as a sector, we must strain every sinew to make sure that everything you do is the best that it can be. And finally, I'm delighted to be able to tell you today that it is my intention to publish a new culture statement next month. This will be an ambitious and significant move to place culture at the heart of everything we do as a government and as a society. And I hope that the statement, A Vision for Wales, as the most creative, nation in Europe will be a timely but essential response to the negativity that has swept across society in recent times. And now, just as we are here in a pretty impressive football ground, let's remember the motto that helped Wales during its glorious Euro 2016 campaign this summer. Together, stronger. Over the years ahead, let's follow that same maxim for the arts. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Thank you so much, Ken. I know you have to go soon because you're a busy man, given that I've added education to your portfolio. But it's a massive role, and we can hear your passion for arts and culture. And we can hear what you're doing to try and secure the spend and the investment in the sector. We are really thrilled by it. And if any of you saw Ken on the battlements of Cardiff Castle in City of the Unexpected, you'll know both his joy in the arts and also his ambition, I think, that when his political career ends, he takes up another career as an actor. So we look forward to seeing you in that role in the future. Many, many thanks. And we look forward also to the culture statement in December, which will be important to us all and will be much discussed and argued about, I'm sure, and which we will find inspiring, I'm convinced. Thank you very much indeed. Diolch yn fawr iawn.